Oops. Hold on a second. I've got a bit of a problem there. I think the issue is because I turned off my speakers before. There we go. It's looking a bit better.
A man named Nick is looking after his ill grandma.
Oops.
When this happens, Nick mentions that his grandma has dementia, which in some cases can lead to visual or auditory hallucinations, seeing things that aren't actually there. However, as Nick watches her standing still, something chilling happens. Watch closely.
Alright, what's up, Grandma? Get it, doggo. Now, but personally, if that was me and I'm living with someone with dementia and they're freaking just standing there staring, yeah, that's creepy as all hell. Like, who needs to worry about ghosts and demons when you got creepy ass bloody old people doing that sort of thing? That's yeah, a little creepy in my opinion. The worst thing is he's just sitting there staring at her. What's that? The bloody vacuum cleaner? What the hell is that? Yeah, it looks like a bloody one of those robotic vacuum cleaners. Honestly, I feel pretty bloody creeped out watching this one. Like, not normally when they show things moving and doors opening and closing, nothing, absolutely nothing. But seeing the bloody old woman standing there, that's pretty messed up.
Nick's grandma's dog starts growling while staring down the hallway as if it sees something there. Then all of a sudden something falls down from on top of the fridge. After Nick checks what fell down, it makes everything seem even creepier.
Alright.
What is it?
So this is in response
What fell? My husband was early said on
my grandma loves
this.
to collect little figurines.
Creepy ass bloody figurines and dolls.
Fell off the fridge last night. You see how far back they are. Genuinely.
As Nick mentions, the statues are all lined up quite far back on the fridge. So just how did the angels suddenly fall off? Nick thinks there must be something sinister behind this, given the fact that an angel statue fell off out of everything there.
Yeah, it's a little cherub statue too.
Pointed out another strange detail that makes this all the more terrifying.
Alright, I wanted to show you guys something.
Oh, smiley
Honestly,
face vacuum.
I'm in disbelief, but no, I'm pretty sure it's just a plug-in charger. I brought my girlfriend Claire here so she can help demonstrate.
Hi, Claire.
But can you try to step in front of that? And so it just does that.
Oh no, get out of the way, woman.
Move away.
You're in my way.
So that comment says that the Roomba doesn't do that unless someone's in front of it. It is kind of creepy with a smiley face and everything. Even when it gets to the edge, it does that.
The Roomba seems to repeat the same movement, going back and forward slightly, as if it were bumping into someone or something in front of it, like the girl showed previously. Nick thinks the Roomba sensed something blocking its path. Since this happened, Nick has been scared of the kitchen, but the only TV in the house is this one, so he has to stay there to watch. On another night while alone,
Well, don't watch the TV then.
this happens.
Go in the room and watch YouTube.
Watching my show. And after last night, I'm definitely not leaving these lights on. But I was watching my show, and
Watching. Oh no, the doggos. Not the doggos.
there's nothing there.
Get 'em, doggos. Get 'em.
This time, the creepy Roomba is not there, but the dogs are still behaving the same way, as if their eyes are fixed on something there, even though we can't see anything. Nick's granddad passed away a year ago and once told Nick that he thought he had seen his grandma standing in the kitchen with the lights off. But as he went closer, it turned out there was nobody there. But this could relate to what is currently going on, and it's the same reason that Nick is already scared of the kitchen. Shortly after the dog stared at the kitchen, he captures this.
Oh no. Well, the ice maker could be automatic, so why freak out over that?
Whoa.
Is Granny there? Grandma, where are you, Grandma?
Whoa.
Scary as hell if she came running out. Oh no, the possessed bloody Roomba. No demon will be happy unless the floor is clean and spotless. God, the Roomba's after him. It's gonna crash down the stairs, isn't it? Yep. Roomba's not happy anymore. Oh shit, still going. Possessed Roomba. No.
Yo.
Honestly, if that thing was fucking following me, I'd put my foot through it. Death by Roomba. Nah, foot through it. Smack. Kick it into the fucking wall. I won't lie, that is actually a bit creepy. Unless, of course, he's got some sort of sensor that it uses for tracking, and it bloody it's following the sensor. God.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, that's
Roomba follows Nick all over the living room, then somehow it just flips over all on its own, completely freaking him out. Many viewers pointed out that the Roomba Hoover robot was moving in a straight path, which isn't usually how they function. And again,
No,
as it
that's a
reaches
good point.
stairs
They
and
don't normally
stairs,
function that
it
way.
continued going and falling off, instead of
They normally
backing
have
up
a
like it did earlier.
sort of
This
circuit.
has pushed Nick over the edge and made him 100% certain something terrifying is going on. He mentions that the dogs now refuse to go anywhere near the kitchen.
Shit, the Roomba's possessed.
Everything was just concerned if the creepy Roomba was okay, but until the updates are this one
Oh no.
is one hell of a terrifying mystery.
Granny's made a pact with the Roomba.
The workshop.
Roomba,
The following video comes
Roomba.
from a man who works as a graphic designer who recently launched his own clothing business and set up a workshop for his inventory. He found some strange-looking mannequins by a garage dumpster and decided to use
See,
them.
that's your problem.
Afterwards,
You're finding
signs
strange
of
mannequins next to the bin.
started happening inside the
Surely that
workshop.
tells you to leave the
Waking
friggin'
up
things
at
alone.
night feeling like he's being watched and hearing noises at the door. On one night, he's woken up around 3 a.m. to the same thing. This time, he pulls his phone out and records this.
Es la primera vez que me animo a grabar esto. Ya van varias veces que me vienen despertando.
I'm definitely not a big fan of dolls or mannequins or figurines.
O o siento que tocan algo acá en la mesita.
Oh, I've got
El
to admit,
sonido
this
de
has
la
been a
puerta y
good
yo
one so far.
con la puerta cerrada. Así que nada, voy a ver qué carajo. La verdad nunca me levanté a esta hora.
Well, the good thing about Depths of Despair is he actually puts new videos on each week. It's very rare that he seems to get the same ones that everyone else has. So it's good to have stuff I haven't seen before. Well, 3 a.m, so stupid o'clock, as like Goose Pimples would say.
Ese maniquí, boludo. Ese maniquí, la concha de la lora. Me chupa 3 huevos, me voy a fijar igual, boludo. Se la concha de su madre.
Alright, so he's got the creepy ass mannequins in his house.
No te la puedo creer. Y escuché hace un ratito escuché que deslizaban esto. Como si estuvieran.
I mean, they've got some pretty cool designs on the shirts.
Alto cagazo me hizo pegar esta
Ah,
mierda.
there was a voice there.
La concha de la madre, boludo. No.
What looks like the head of someone or something can be seen peeking out from behind the corner, which quickly disappears as he pans the camera away
Yeah,
and
well,
back again.
that could
But
be
as
quite
he
easily
enters
his
the room,
girlfriend.
there's nobody there.
When I said I heard a
However,
voice
one of the
before, it did
mannequins
sound
suddenly
feminine.
rotates towards him, all on its own, scaring him out of
It's
the
on a
room.
Roomba.
The next day, while working in the workshop, he decides to set up a camera. Then this happens.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yo, dude, I just want to see what you're doing.
The mannequin turns to face him all on its own. A few nights later, it's around 3:33 a.m. when he's finishing up at the workshop. Then something chilling is captured. Watch closely.
Like, seriously, he's seen these things bloody supposedly moving. And he still keeps them there? Hold on. Looked like the video froze for a second there. Oh, I get it. It was very, very subtle, but it looked like the video slightly paused before that first one went off.
Así que
Maybe I'm just hallucinating, but yeah, it looked like it slightly paused.
en el piso.
So if that's the case, that's been doctored.
Esto es una locura. Yo no puedo creer esto.
So potentially, yeah, they could have
Creer esto. Ah,
someone wearing a green suit flicking them off.
no puedo creer, loco.
No, I'm not convinced by that.
Y está ahí como si nada. Es esta.
The mannequin rotates and then clothes fall off the clothing line.
It's interesting.
on their own. He believes this
Yeah, see,
mannequin
it-
is the cause for all the activity.
See, it doesn't look natural the way that they're moving.
Real ghost or not, you be the
No,
judge.
not a real ghost. I
The
think that's
hospital
faked.
basement. A nurse named Maria explains that she has been seeing strange and creepy things in the hospital that she works at.
¿Cómo
Recuerdo
está?
que yo me metí aquí, a la madre, y me asomé aquí, pero no me asomé hasta acá, me asomé así nada más y cerré la puerta. para
Fantasma.
y me metí al
So what
baño,
ghosty they got here?
y miré que se estaba sentando aquí y dije, ay, quiero ir al baño. Y cerré, o sea, yo estaba encerrada. Y cuando salí del baño me asomé y miré que no había nada. Ay, no, me voy a salir de aquí.
Maria states that she has been seeing an elderly woman walking around the empty areas of
See,
the
these
hospital,
bloody old people.
wearing a mid-80s nurse uniform. Many
Just
other
can't get
nurses
away
and
from
doctors in
Kenya.
the hospital have reported seeing similar things that they just can't explain. After discussing with some of her colleagues, Maria comes to the conclusion that it must have something to do with the abandoned basement section of the hospital. This particular section has
So
been
why are you
out of
going
use
into
for
an
quite some
abandoned
time now.
basement?
On one day,
Really?
Maria decides to head down there alone. when something chilling is captured. For just a second, as Maria turns the
Alright,
corner,
oh yeah, someone
or
ducking in behind the door there.
can be seen peeking at her before disappearing.
See, I'm
Maria
never
doesn't
convinced
seem
when you
to
see these
notice at the
shadows
time,
sort of ducking
but as she
in
gets
behind
closer to
doors.
where the figure was seen, there's only a wall there. Maria then makes an update on what she captured.
Yo todos los videos que subí los grabé
There's
en una
always
ocasión
potential
que
for
me
people
tocó
to fake
trabajar de
those.
noche, y de verdad
Have
que no
a
había nadie
friend or a
donde
colleague
simplemente
stand
se
behind the
mira que se
door,
mete una
pull their
persona y
head back.
hay una pared. Si lo ponen lento se van a dar cuenta que hay una pared.
Maria and the other nurses believe this could be the spirit of a patient or a former nurse, somehow bound to this place. Maybe
Patient,
due
the
to
old
a
lady?
lingering regret. But let me know what you think. If you have any
Nah,
video
not
recommendations,
convinced.
you can send them over to depthsofdespairbusiness@gmail.com or tag us on TikTok at depthsofdespair.yt. At the door.
At the door.
A man named Mathis is creeped out.
Looking
after
very
seeing something
stylish.
creepy on his front porch in Memphis, Tennessee, late in the evening. Mathis was home alone
Tennessee.
inside his house when he noticed something through the glass panel of the front door that left him creeped out. Watch closely.
Alright, watching. Okay. Shadow of someone standing at the door. It's like tapping at the door. With a hat. Is it? Well, the lights did go through the shadow. It just could be some creep wanting to...
What in the actual hell?
Oh, there's your mistake. You just let it in. As they say, if there's a spirit wanting to gain access to your house and it's knocking on the door and you open it, you welcome it in. Just tell it to bugger off. It's not welcome.
He finds nobody there. Many viewers said that the figure resembles the Hat Man, a tall, dark shadow figure who wears a hat and is often associated with sleep
the Hat Man.
paralysis. Mathis explains that he opened the door because sometimes he would get homeless people taking shelter on his front porch, and that's what he thought it was. Unfortunately, whatever it
So if it is a homeless person on the porch, what's he do to them? Send them on their way or
because he has a ring camera
give him a
set
hand?
up, which for some reason the recording doesn't play during the time the figure appeared. Take a look.
For starters, so many
looking.
of you came after me for opening the door, and here's my reason why, okay? We live in downtown Memphis, which means we're used to having a homeless population. Usually when it rains, we will have homeless people walk up on the porch, and it is sad, but we do have to ask them to leave because we're on a private property. We have ring cameras and cameras all around the property and in every room of the house except for our bathrooms. This is what the ring camera
Oh, that'd be
shows
rather
when I walk
creepy if you
outside
had it in the
at
bathroom, wouldn't it?
night. You'll see the timestamp in just a second. Had we deleted the video, it would not be there. It just doesn't load. We have had this issue with our ring camera before, but then why did it catch the video after? In case you didn't see, the video after is at 10:23 at night. Initially recorded the video and sent it on Snapchat to my 8 best friends. This is the hallway
Hi,
during the day
besties.
with maximum light. The front of our house where somebody would be. For them to run, where would they have to hide? It goes straight out, guts out. This way, another commercial building, it juts out. They would also have to jump down into this drop of a fence and go that way.
Oh, the drop's
All
not very
out
big.
front,
Could drop.
the most someone could have done would have maybe been behind a tree, but we would still have got that on the ring camera. Also, another ring camera that would have caught somebody too.
Not one, but 2 ring cameras were unable to record the figure at the door. So could this have been the Hat Man paying Mathis a visit? And somehow...
Well, he's not going to go to sleep then, isn't he?
Until
Get a bit
the
of sleep
markets are
paralysis.
blinded, this one remains a mystery.
Oh no, not the baby. Not the
The
baby.
following video was taken on June 21st of 2025. In the video, a mother was just recording her baby playing around the house when something...
See, there's a mistake. Don't record the baby.
Watch closely.
Now he's going to pick the baby up and eat it. Yoink. Boys being boys. Yoink.
What looks like a pale grey face with long dark hair.
Oh,
can be
didn't see
seen
that one.
Peeking out behind the lower corner, watching the baby, before retracting back behind it. Whatever it is left the mother Stephanie completely terrified and worried for her baby, as it seemed awfully fixated on her child. But as the child went around that corner, there was nothing there. Till this day, Stephanie has no idea what she saw, and hasn't seen anything like it ever since. If you want to see some of the best
I
videos
gotta
we
admit
posted
that's
this year,
that's a little creepy. Yeah, I gotta admit, as I said, this is a guilty pleasure of mine to watch Depths of Despair, Nukes, Slapped Ham, etc., etc. I've been watching them for, oh geez, how long? 3 years, 4 years now. Like, yeah, guilty pleasure. I quite enjoy it. Like, there's nothing more exciting than sitting down and watching these, especially Depths of Despair. They do a good job. They have relatively new videos on each week or 2 weeks. I like Nukes because I don't know, I just like his commentary. I think he's a amusing sort of guy. Ghost Pimples, yeah, I gotta admit I quite enjoy Ghost Pimples. Like the dry British wit is pretty cool, and I do like it when they start doing a little bit debunking, which is always good.